Alright, next up is the Bard. Bards are actually really good. Once you unlock their high level abilities, their Bard song is totally ridiculous. It gives you immunities to, well, to pretty much everything actually. It gives you +4 to hit, -4 to armor class, which really it's giving you -4 to hit too because it improves your hit. And you want lower numbers, but forget that. It gives you immunities to like fear, charm, sleep, all kinds of stuff. It's really, really handy, and it's kind of weird. The Scald basically gets the same thing. Yeah, it gives you all of this stuff. But here's kind of the interesting part. When you're using a Scald, it has very limited range, and really all of these, if you use their song, they have very limited range. But once you take that high level ability, it doesn't just hit like in a small range, it hits your whole party regardless of where they are. If you cheat and teleport one of your party members to another zone that you normally have to bring your whole party to, you still get the bonuses when you've got the high level thing going. So that's pretty nice. As far as which one you might actually want to bring along with you, the Scald's okay. +1 to hit and damage, that's okay. Scald Song, basically it'll let you use this earlier. So especially if you can get to around 20th level or so, you can take this to the Illithids and really just smash their faces in. But right around level 20 you get access to high level abilities anyways, so this is sort of mitigated completely. Jester, I've heard this song is actually kind of useful, but I don't know. I've never really seen any point in going it. You could take a Jester instead of a Bard, I guess, since there are no real disadvantages. It just changes your song, but giving them a save where they get a bonus is never really that relevant, and there are plenty of harps that do this anyways, so if you're just going to play a Bard, you may as well. However, if you want to play a Bard anyways, just go Blade. I'm just going to say it. Offensive and defensive spin are crazy. Offensive spin, you get +2 to hit, damage, and an extra attack. This extra attack can actually get you to the hard cap of 10 attacks really early in the game. And you've got decent odds to hit, and you do maximum damage for the duration, which is like the fighter's Kai ability. But this has no downsides except that you can't use improved haste on it. But this is mostly useful in the early game, since eventually you're just going to have your Bard as a song bot anyways, just sitting there, and he'll be spamming improved haste and buffing everybody, and then he'll just turn on the Bard song and that'll be that. Defensive spin is also pretty convenient. Usually when you go song bot mode, you want to activate this because it gets you to up to a -10 bonus. So if you've got 0 armor class, it'll get you to -10. If you've got like a -4 armor class, it'll get you to -14. In addition, you get the -4 from your song, so you're at -18. That's amazing. Especially if you put a shield on, you know, they're gonna have trouble hitting you. 3 slots into 2-weapon fighting style, also convenient, but not super relevant. As for the disadvantages, half the normal lore value is a joke, half the pickpocket percentage again. Pickpocketing is potions of master thievery. Wow. And this says the Bard song doesn't become better with levels, but since the HLA Bard song is just a flat bonus and it doesn't care about anything else, this is totally useless with the addition of Throne of Ball, so we'll actually be including one of those in the party. Next up, Sorcerer. Alright, so Sorcerers, as you notice, there are no kits for Sorcerers. Basically, here's the thing. Sorcerers are mages, except you don't have to learn your spells from a scroll. Now, some of the advantages of this are that in the first game, in Baldur's Gate 2, it can be somewhat annoying to actually find some of the higher level spell scrolls. Level 7, not so much. Level 8, a few of them are a pain to find. Level 9 are actually pretty scarce until you go down to the Underdark there. So this can be nice if you do what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do pretty much every quest you can before you hit the Underdark. The other good thing is you don't have to choose which spells you want to memorize for any given day. You can just kind of do whatever you want. Ooh, I'm sorry. Now, what's weird about this is that say you have like haste and skull trap, you don't have to try and dance around, do a lot of micromanagement of your spells to for any individual fight. You just do it and go. That makes a sorcerer one of the best... Oh, this is wrong. Sorcerers use charisma for their spellcasting, guys. I don't know why this has never been fixed. But regardless, with sorcerers, you can really solo the whole game. They're that good. I think the only other class that can really do it reasonably is a thief. But either a thief or a sorcerer can solo this game, so by default, this is one of the best classes in the game. Oh, you know what? This might actually be a bug, so this could be correct. I'll check and leave an annotation or something. But next up is, well, it's monk. Okay, monks. Monks are kind of a complicated class. They have a lot of stuff going. Let's start with the disadvantages. Can't wear armor. Can't use weapons, or they can only use thief weapons. But I don't even think they can use most of them, since a lot of weapons just have the monks can't use tag attached to them, so you're automatically precluded from using them. As far as advantages go, you gain half an additional attack every 3 levels, so you will eventually be running around with like 7 or 8 attacks, which is okay when you're doing, you know, like 1 to 20 damage. That's not terrible. This is interesting. It says 1 to 20 at 15 to 17, and then 1 to 20 at 18. So what's the point of this? I think this is supposed to be 2d20 instead of 1d20, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe it goes from 1d20 to 2d10. Regardless, your fists do extra damage over time. What is it? Starts off at 9 and then goes down by 1 for every 2 levels. So you'll have a very low armor class in the late game. Stunning blow can be pretty handy, since a lot of stuff that shouldn't be susceptible to stun really is. Even a few golems can be stunned, so that's kind of weird. It's not bad. Deflect missiles ability. Yeah, they get an additional -1 AC in addition to this stuff up here. Oh no, up here. So they'll never get hit by arrows, but arrows are a joke anyways. Anybody who's shooting arrows at you is just like a generic NPC, and they're gonna get massacred. +2 to save versus spells. Why not? You get +2 move. Eventually you're moving retardedly fast, especially if you get hit with haste or improved haste. Man, you're gonna be hauling it. Unfortunately, you're immune to haste, so not really. You used to be able to equip the boots of speed, but I think the fix pack fixed that, so maybe it was an official patch. I honestly don't remember. Lay on hands, 2 hit points per level, not that great. 8th level, you -1 to speed factor, pretty much irrelevant. Speed factor is completely irrelevant in this game. It has some applications, but not really. Let's see, you get another bonus to your saves, you gain immunities to some interesting things, and eventually your fists start getting better and better, and throwing a ball, I think it's at level 20 or 21, you get +4 fists, so that's something. But what this means is that you can't even hit a dragon until you're level 15, whereas most characters can pick up a weapon and just go hit the dragon anyways. And admittedly, I'll be trapping dragons to death, but it takes a long time for this to be good, or in fact usable at all. 11th level, immune to poison. Nah, the poison's barely relevant. -1 to speed factor, who cares? Quivering Palm's interesting. It just, they have to save or die, and they don't get any bonuses to it, which is pretty rare, so that can be nice, but why not just use Finger of Death? at that point. Let's see, 3% magic resistance per level, so a base of 42. This can be okay. Plus 3 weapons, and then you get immunity to non-magical weapons. So overall, and this expands a little bit in Through in a Ball. I think you get immunity to diseases at some point. You get the plus 4 weapon fist that I was telling you about, but by and large, the real problem with monks is that they take way too long to pan out. And you don't really gain anything for all the work. You know, you're dragging around a useless character for 3/4 of the game, and it's really annoying. So if you want to use a monk as your main character and then just support him, that can be pretty cool, but for the most part, monks, kind of questionable at best. Alright, and last up we have Barbarian. Again, no kits for the last 3. I don't know what that's about. I'm sure they could have come up with something, but Barbarian is basically the fighter's berserker kit, but it's the real version. This is what it's imitating, and the rage gives plus 4 to constitution and strength, which can get you pretty close to max. A lot of weapons get you up to 22 strength or so, and the max is 25, so this can max out your strength a lot of the time. You get... Oh, now here's the weird thing. You get a 2-point armor class penalty, so it gives you plus 2 to your ACs instead of minus 2 like the Berserker. And it gives you like irrelevant saves versus magic, and it gives you immunity to all those convenient things the Berserker did. But you get these extra resistances to the major melee damage types, but that is not worth it. You can't wear like low armor class armors, and your armor class gets further penalized. It's really bad. You only get 2 proficiency points, so especially in this game, it's just no good. So if you're gonna be a barbarian, fighter, berserker, definitely the way to go, and that's the way we're gonna go for the creation of our ball spawn character. So let's stay tuned for the rest of that.